5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglosh from the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Well, let's start with something silly from Ryan Reynolds, which is one of my favorites. I love how he gives that little twinkle in his eye, like, I'm lying to you, but you're going to enjoy this. I really do.
Hi there, Ryan Reynolds, star of the upcoming film The Croods: A New Age, here to tell you that this is absolutely not an ad for or a partnership with my top-of-the-line best-selling gin. No way. That's because we all know The Croods: A New Age is a family film, and that gin is for mommies and daddies only. Nope, this is merely an ad for gin's family-friendly counterpart, juice. Thank you, Shane. Who doesn't love the fruity goodness of juice? Juice has been enjoyed by families of all shapes and sizes since the Stone Age. And yes, evolved mommies and daddies like their juice with a little bit of the previously mentioned gin, which, as I said, has no place in this video. Go see The Croods: A New Age this holiday season. Rated PG. Hi there.
Okay, so we looped around. Isn't that fun? I love the fireplace. So it's a very festive holiday scene with a bow on the gin. And I like that rated PG kind of burp at the end, too. Really funny guy. Okay, now let's get to the serious stuff, right? Okay, we're getting to the serious stuff. Okay, COVID decimates many salespeople's pipelines. This is from Newsday, okay? And as I've told you, I've been looking for mail, direct mail in major media. Newsday, major media, and guess what? It comes up, direct mail. We'll get to how it comes up, okay? For many businesses, sales remain at 50% or less of what they were pre-COVID, okay? If you're not Amazon or some big catalog company. And so what have people done? Well, Jeff Goldberg says, I've increased my number of outreaches 3 to 4-fold, okay? Notice the word fold. It's a printing term. It's also a sheep term. Anyway, COVID decimated many people's sales pipelines. So Goldberg got trained on video presentations and live streaming. Can you imagine anybody doing live streaming? I can't even imagine that. What a mess, right? I'm sorry. And I've been doing it for a couple of years now. Anyway, back to here. He used to go visit companies. Now he's going doing virtual. It's not really virtual presentation. It's a real presentation. It's just over the internet. I used to do them with a camera set on my desk, and I would talk to it and make VHS tapes. Believe me, in the 80s. Okay, so he's also doing networking. I attend or speak at other networking groups via Zoom. Which brings me to the WDMA holiday party. We're having a holiday party, WDMA members only, or subscribers, or, you might sneak in, but it's not on my regular channels. It's going to be live and interactive, and because I don't think that highly of Zoom, I only have the 45-minute account. So if you're not there, you're not there. And don't ask me if we're going to videotape it. That is not the point. The point is to have a little fun. So it's next Tuesday. I think it's at 3 p.m. We'll be sending out some info to you probably this afternoon or tomorrow or something. But mark it down in your head. In your head, you say, man, it sounds like more fun than sitting around waiting for Christmas. So we're going to have a 3 p.m. Tuesday, which is 4 p.m. in New York City. It's almost time. We're almost at New Year's Eve Christmas party. So if you don't have a Christmas party to go to and nobody's thought to invite you, I'm inviting you. Get involved with networking. We'll make sure it's fun. Kate, the style consultant, is going to be in charge, and she's going to make it really excellent. Okay. Adrian Miller says, I send links. I gotten really involved on LinkedIn. You know that I'm involved on LinkedIn. I think I'm streaming live, although I can't for the life of me find any indication on LinkedIn that it's working. So if you're out on LinkedIn, make a comment, make a like or something. I can see the comments going by. She says she makes sure that she gets 5 to 10 phone calls a day to connect with existing relationships. And I could work harder on that. Okay. She also says businesses should look at their existing customer base and any low-hanging fruit that might be interested in starting right now on what needs to be done for the New Year's. John Cena, and here's the part we're getting to, because I told you there'd be something in here. He says, when reaching out to new prospects, try to hone in on their needs and strengths. Again, LinkedIn can help you with that. You can see the profile. You can look at mutual groups. You can look at universities. You can say, go Bucky. How's that basketball team doing? I guess they're 4-1. They're pretty good. They lost their opener. They were ranked 4th in the country. Now they're only 13th. But if you're a Bucky Badger fan, then you know something about me. He suggests sending prospects a letter in the mail. What an interesting idea. How offline, non-digital of him. Telling them who you are and what kind of success you've had in their specific industry with other clients. I think that's fair. Oh, wait, but he goes on. Should have stopped there. It has to be personal, not a direct mail piece. And you can follow up with a phone call. John, love you. Love the comment. Do you know anything about direct mail? Anything at all? Have you ever crafted a good sales letter? I was chatting with Bob Bly just today, this morning. We're going to try and get Bob on for a webinar. But the fact is that almost nobody knows anything about doing mail right. We're all retiring or dying off. And so it's the most radical, it's the most cutting edge media today. Right. Direct mail piece can be personal. Thank you. Thank you, Keith. See, I do get these comments. This is awesome. And wait, I got something really special for you. You see the little slidey thing at the bottom? At 11 a.m., just a few minutes from now, at the top of the hour, we're going to have Matthew Parker. And he's going to talk about selling value in print. So if you sell print, then you want to get in on this because it's a free peek into Matthew's program for understanding the mind of the print buyer. Where are you going to get that? They don't tell you the truth. I know that, right? But I also have included my crazy self. Thanks for the link. I'm gonna wait. We got a surprise for you coming up here. So I'm gonna do a little 15-minute thing on the uniqueness of mail. It's gonna be really short, really tight, action-packed. So if you're selling mail, if you're a USPS, it's going to be available on Facebook. If you're in the Facebook, if you're not in the USPS Facebook group that I built a couple of years ago, get in touch with me on LinkedIn, and I'll get you the link to that. I don't have it right handy. Or subscribe to the WDMA, and I'll try and include it in the show notes for USPS people. I can do that, I think. And but you don't get the show notes unless you subscribe to the WDMA. So now, here it comes, a little peek from Matthew Parker. I'm so excited about this. Let's get over here to this. Okay, we're going to go over to YouTube, and we got him all queued up. Here he is. Now this is from Inkish TV. Put this together, but the formatting is a little nicer on YouTube, so I'm going to play it over here. Here we go. Buckle up.
Hi, I'm Matthew Parker, the champion of print. I've recently discovered a radical new marketing technology that I want to share with you today, and it's really causing ripples in some marketing circles. Younger marketeers are really excited by it. It's been taken up by the likes of Amazon, Google, LinkedIn. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called direct mail. How many of you are actually using print to market your services? So I go to a lot of shows, I meet a lot of people, and often I go, hey, can I have your card, please? And these are people from the printing industry, and I reckon probably a good third of them don't have a business card with them. They don't have the piece of print which helps them brand their own selves. And The next third who hand me their card should frankly be ashamed of themselves because it's some horrible bit of flimsy paper that's dog-eared, and we can do so much more. We should be promoting the channel that we believe in. We should have beautiful business cards the whole time. We should have lovely brochures. And yet it seems that these days, we just want to do it cheaply. So you know what? We'll do some social media, we'll email people. If we don't have faith in the product that we produce, in the communications channel that we're asking other people to use, why should they buy from us? So my challenge for you today is to actually carry out a small direct mail campaign. I want you to use print. I want you to use the channel that you produce. Now, direct mail has changed over the years. So just in case you haven't used it recently, here's a few tips for you. First of all, a direct mail campaign these days is better as a small campaign to a few high-value prospects. And instead of spending your budget on as many pieces as possible, actually spend your budget on as few pieces as possible and spend as much as possible on each piece. Make the direct mail really personal. So make it lumpy, put something inside it. You know what, if you put a bar of chocolate inside my mail, it always gets opened, always. But handwrite the address and use a stamp. That way, people see that actually it's something personal, it's something unusual, it's much more likely to get through to the person for whom it's intended. Next, put some lovely print inside. I still remember a piece that I received, must be 4 or 5 years ago now, and someone had just invested in a wide format press, and they sent me this lovely large format brochure, and it still sticks in my mind. If you send something like that to one of your prospects, chances are they'll remember it and they'll think about using it for their next campaign. And finally, measure the results. I've talked to a couple of printing companies recently that have used direct mail in this way, and they've had some really good results from it. I've heard of them having a 30% success rate in phone following up with contacts, and I've heard of them getting 1 in 6 people to meet and 1 in 10 people to become clients. You're never ever going to get that sort of response rate from a digital campaign. So what are you waiting for? Get your own direct mail campaign out there today. And when you've got those results, share them with your prospects. Because most people would love to get results like that from their marketing. You're creating the evidence as to why they should use your services. So it's time to get radical and to espouse this new form of technology. Go and create your own direct mail campaign today.
Okay, how about that? Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is at the top of the hour, Matthew's going to be here and he's going to be presenting, and I'm going to do a little presentation, but you know, the combination I think is so powerful because he's going to explain how the print process should be done, how to sell printing if you're in the printing industry. But if you're in the mail industry, or if you're in the print industry and maybe you'd like to talk to a .com that's never done mail. You know, I did a presentation a couple of months ago in Minneapolis before COVID, and they were all MBAs, and they said, not only have we never had a course in direct mail, we've never had one lecture in direct mail. Not one lecture. And that's what we're facing. We're facing young people who are now becoming the VP of marketing, the CMO, and they have no idea the power here. And so we're going to help give you the tools. So get over to WDMA in the upper right. There's a little, you don't just go WDMA.org. In the upper right, there's a little box, and you can go there and register. If you register, we will try to record it. It's going to be really high tech with, international Zoom, and man, oh man, it's going to be great. But go there, register, and if you can't make it, even if you can't make it, go register, and then you'll get the recording link right away. I can never promise on recordings. Anyway, Merry Christmas, like and share. Your friends will know you're smart, and come back here, however you're watching this, come back the same place in top of the hour in 45 minutes, and we'll have Matthew as a guest, and we're going to do it live. And I've never done this before. It's going to be great. I'm sure it's going to be great because we've practiced. We've been rehearsing. We've been working on this for weeks. So support the WDMA And go register, join, support our work. Have a great day. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.